Whenever y'all ready.
Welcome back to Kingdom Kast. It's your host, Charles Penn, also known as Bad Luck Chuck. And I got my two guys with me. Got Boogie in the middle. And then to my right, got my boy Country Boy. And we're
What's up?
back, man. It's Donkey Week. And so, but
Hey,
yeah,
before we get into that, I got a special guest. We're gonna go through he made one of the biggest plays in the game, had a great game, great bounce back game. He back focused, he back right, he ready to whoop some ass this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bashaud Breeland. So what's up?
good, man. How you doing?
How are you?
Just waiting for Sunday, man. Get
Yeah,
another dub under our
myself,
belts.
myself.
So yeah, man, you want to chop up a few things about your interception, I guess the game in general, man. So yeah, man, break
Right.
down what happened out there.
It was a good game, you know what I mean? Defensively, we came out, you know what I mean? Got some early stops, got the offense going pretty quickly. They started making a surge at the end of the second quarter. I mean, going to the third. Got a blitz. Tyre Matthew, you know what I mean? He put a lot of pressure on Brady to make him throw the ball early. And all week, we wanted to get our hands on their receivers to slow down their momentum of them running the go balls with number 10. Just got my head around, and the ball was there, and I just made the play.
What's up, man? So speaking of number 10, man, what did you think about Tyreek, man? Tyreek, he's a special kind of talent. What did you think about
And
that first quarter?
he 101 though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's expected of him. You know what I mean? We see him out the way he work in practice. The individual he is as a person as well, man. You know what I mean? You can only be happy for him for that type of performance.
And we're just fortunate to have him, man. Like we haven't seen anybody like this, man. He was just doing some stuff that we had never seen in football, or at least we ain't seen in football in a long time.
101,
Now,
man.
now I want you to try to settle down Chiefs Kingdom a little bit because a good amount of Chiefs Kingdom they was a little frustrated. They wasn't happy with how the game was finished in the fourth quarter. And I told everybody like we was up 27-10. The game was kind of wrapped up right then and there. I would definitely would have loved a better finish myself, but we had that game pretty much wrapped up. I mean, what do you want to say to Chiefs Kingdom about that, man?
I mean, it's just the flow of the game, man. We got two Hall of Fame quarterbacks. It's gonna be as such. I mean, Brady wasn't going out without a fight. And he showed that in the fourth quarter. He tried to rally his team back to get the win. And you got a quarterback like Pat Mahomes, man. You know what I mean? To put the game away at the end. So it's expected for those type of battles. Could we play better, kept our foot on their throat? Yes, we could have, but you know what I mean. It's football. You know what I mean? Like football go that way sometimes.
And speaking of Patrick Mahomes, the things that he's done with his first 3 years of the league, he's been special. He's been closing out games like you said. He got MVP on his belt. You guys got a Super Bowl ring under your belt. What is it like to play with Patrick Mahomes, knowing that at any time in the game he's gonna be able to close it out for you guys?
Yeah, man. It's really no pressure. You go out there and just do what you do defensively. And he make it easy for you. You know, he's like a game manager, gunslinger. He pretty much all in one. You know what I mean? Like any style of play you want to play, you gonna play it. And when you have a quarterback like that, man, you never get down when you're down, and you never get up when you're up.
Now, I'm gonna go to Denver real quick. How's preparation week been going for you guys in preparing for Denver, and what do you guys like expect to how they're gonna come out offensively, and who do you expect to shadow for the most part in the
It's been
game?
pretty good, man. You know what I mean? Like we play our respective sides. Whoever they line up in front of us is what we're gonna do to get the job done. You know what I mean? Like it's not more per se about what they got going on. It's about what we gonna do and how we play our style of ball. You know what I mean? And the week it's been great preparation. The guys been playing good. You know what I mean? Like they bear with me getting over a sickness throughout the week. Got a couple of days in practice this week. And everybody was on their P's and Q's, ready to go out there and do what we do, finish this playoff work.
Well, Rashad, I mean, anything else you want to say to Chiefs Kingdom as you prepare yourself for Sunday night?
Nah, just go Chiefs Kingdom.
Enjoy the game, man. Be safe out there. Good health, and go ahead and ball out, my guy.
For sure, appreciate it.
All right, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, Chief PR said we gotta wrap it up. Hey man, shout out to Bashaud Breeland, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate him. You know that, but man, so what's up, man? What's cracking?
Man, I'm just
Boogie
ready for
didn't ask
tomorrow
no
night.
questions. I thought Boogie was gonna have a question or two or something.
Nah, I'm chilling, man. I'm happy we had him. No, that was dope.
All
Boogie was
right.
just sitting there all froze, like just in shock. He wasn't expecting that or
No,
something.
I wasn't. I wasn't. That was crazy.
No,
Yeah,
man. We had some audio issues for the Bucks post game, but all in all, I mean, he summed up the game pretty much. What I was gonna say that we was pretty much in control of the whole game. They start to make their run the late third, late fourth, and Pat put in another Pat Mahomes performance. Tyreek had a hell of a day, a hell of a day. You know what I'm saying? So we came out of there with a victory, no injuries, and that's all we hope for. You know what I'm saying? So that's all we can say about the Tampa Bay game for real.
Tyreek Hill, he made Carlton Davis into Carlton Banks out there, man. I kind of felt bad for Carlton for a sec, man, because Carlton early on in the first half of the season, he was regarded as one of the top corners in the league just based on his play. But the past few weeks, Tampa getting kind of exposed a little bit, and then when he went against Tyreek, man, it was just a different kind of speed out there, so it was kind of rough on him.
And what's really crazy? Like he didn't play bad, man.
Yeah,
He
he
had
couldn't.
some. He was in good positions a lot of the time. It just was, man. You can't 1-on-1 against Tyreek, man. That's hard for
That's
anybody
coach.
to do.
That's coach.
That's Yeah, that's coaching. I put that on the coach. I put that on Todd Bowles. Like, bro, like you can't leave your man just not against that guy. You can't just leave him out there by himself with no safety help, no over the top help, nothing, bro. Like that's
He took way too long to adjust. Way too long.
yeah.
It was
And they
all in
did
numbers.
adjust. And they did adjust. But like I said, it's different with Sammy out there, bro. It
Yeah,
just looked different.
it is.
And I was saying during the broadcast, I was like, man, Todd Bowles, he can continue to send that blitz and try to put his DBs 1-on-1 all he want, man. He's just gonna die. He's gonna continue to die, man. So
Pick your poison. If it wasn't Tyreek, it would have been Travis. If it wasn't Travis, it would have been McCall. It would have
Yeah,
been
he
Sammy.
still had a good
It would have
game.
been somebody. It still would have happened. Maybe not to the 270 yards, but it still would have. It still would have happened.
I felt like Tyreek was gonna break Flipper Anderson's record for a sec when he got to the 200 yards in the first quarter. I said, "Oh shoot,
Yeah,
are we going for the record? Are we going
Man,
for the single game record?"
Andy let up off that gas,
that's
man. You
what it
know
was.
how it is. He
That's
don't
what
want to
it was.
embarrass
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
He's friends with the D coordinator down there. That's part of his tree, so he wasn't gonna embarrass him. You know what I'm saying? We put up enough points so we can coast.
With you on that. Let's see here. Antoine just came on the show. Antoine, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. All right, but yeah, man. But yeah, Andy, he does that at times. And like you said on the last episode, Andy Reid, you were saying that Andy Reid was lying about staying on the gas and stuff. He was
I,
like,
t-
"Come on, Andy."
I told you, man. He too nice, man. He too nice, man. Only dude he wasn't gonna let on the gas was Oakland. I mean,
Yeah,
Las
Gruden.
Vegas.
Yeah, Gruden. Yeah, you got to get
What's up,
Gruden.
Antoine? That's my bro, man, from Oklahoma, representing Mud Boys in the house.
But yeah, man. So besides that, man, do you guys have a gripe with the way the defense played in the fourth quarter?
Not really, not really. I think the game was in control, bro. Like it wasn't really as long as they didn't get to where they needed to get. It was all good, It was supposed to be close anyway. Vegas had it at what 3.5,
Yeah, we
so
talked
it
about
was supposed
that
to be
too.
close
Yeah,
anyway. I wish
Y'all
we could have
too.
won by double digits, but I mean, we missed some shots too. We left some points on the field too.
Yeah, speaking of that, man, because besides, I did tell y'all it was gonna be a field goal win. We're gonna win by a field goal, and that happened. But anyway, yeah, you remember the play when Patrick Mahomes had Miko Harmon wide open, And the ball did touch Miko's hands. I felt like Miko could have caught it still, but at the same time, if Patrick throws a better pass, Miko is streaking down the field. And then
Yeah,
you
that's
talking
touchdown.
about Patrick Mahomes throwing for over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Right.
So imagine how ugly the score could have been right then and there if that play had happened.
And Travis could have ran that first one in for a touchdown instead of throwing it. I don't know what happened. Was it?
He used to
I
be a
don't know what
quarterback.
happened. If it
He
was
want
his
that for the stat.
gloves or whatever, but that was terrible. I mean, but I can see how that play works, though. I can see how that play works, but
Andy
it
always
was
got to
just a
get cute.
terrible execution. You said what, but
Call for
Andy got to
sure.
get cute, man. You know that, man.
you know it. That's one of his things.
Yeah, Antoine not buying it. You get his hands,
I'm
no
with you,
excuse.
man. I'm with you.
I'm
Yeah,
with you,
it hit
Antoine.
your hand. Yeah.
So
So
yeah, we really was in control of that game from the start, man. Like we just came out there and just took care of business. And we might be able to see them in the Super Bowl. It might be a rematch. You never know. But
I think Tampa's about to get hot, so yeah, it's a chance.
they better hurry up
I think they got a chance. That
because
schedule,
New Orleans ain't gonna let up for them.
it's only gonna be one home bye week anyway. So I mean, I don't think all that's gonna matter this year. I think Tampa still got a chance. They schedule week.
They still got a chance. I ain't gonna do that.
We'll
For
be
'em.
there. So
so, man. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, we all just seen the Steelers play on Wednesday against Baltimore, and once again they lucked out. I feel like Baltimore should have swept this team, man. Baltimore had a great game plan on both matchups, and the execution just wasn't all the way there. It was making some silly, dumb mental mistakes. And Pittsburgh also just lost Bud Dupree for the season, so TJ White about to be facing them double teams. And we're gonna see
Yeah,
how effective their defense is moving forward because they about
that's
to get
gonna be a
exposed
good
a bit.
play.
Steelers lost that game. They might not have lost on the scoreboard, but losing Bud Dupree, that's an L.
Yeah,
That's an L for them. That's
that's a
gonna
big.
hurt them. And they just squeaking by these victories, man. They like you remember that year we went 9-0 and we was squeaking by and
They look
lucking
like
out
they'll
and all
play
that.
a
You
hot
know what I'm
team and lose.
saying?
They look like it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I think I want to say Washington might have a chance, but I think Buffalo is the real
There you
chance
go. There you go.
because
There
of
you
their
go.
defense, not because of
There go
Alex, because of their
Alex. There go that
defense.
Alex.
Because of their defense.
Yeah, Buffalo gonna be tough for sure because like the first match that we played against them, we had to go to the ground game, but we showed that we're capable of running the football.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what teams got to lean on. They got to depend on us being able to run the ball effectively. But
yeah.
then, at the end of the day, if you can try to take all the deep stuff from Patrick Mahomes, but as long as all of our weapons are healthy, man, it's gonna be a tough task. I mean, we can beat you with a short or any intermediate game, or we can hit you over the top.
I think the running game about to start coming together, man. You see, they promoted Wiz this week, and if he not back this week, he should be back next week. Um, hopefully, we get Mitch back pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a week to week thing, but the offensive line might come together, and the way Clyde been playing lately, the way Le'Veon been playing lately, it's a little juice back there, man. So we
Only
get that
one
on
Wiz
point,
start.
then we good. We good. We'll be good. We can beat you any way you want to be beat.
We need to get Wiz a
Sure.
start, man.
We can
Man,
need to get
because I'm not a fan of Wiley. I'm not a fan of Ryder. I mean, those are the weak links in our offensive line right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, get him in somehow. Get him some snaps.
man. They didn't
He
bring Wiz back for nothing, bro.
yeah, he active too. Let's go.
Yeah, he moved to the 53, so it'll be sooner rather than later, in my opinion.
hmm
So
Now I want to switch over to Tyreek Hill because there was a debate. There's been a debate going on the timeline the past few weeks talking about whether he's a number one wide receiver or not. But I think Tyreek's been proving a point these past few weeks, especially the last game, that Tyreek is a legit number one wide receiver. Like, I mean, the whole scheme open thing, yeah, part of it is scheme. He does line up in a slot of times. He'll go in most of the times or whatever. But we've seen most of his production against a cornerback number one. So He's not afraid to go against quarterback number one. He can do it against anybody. So what? How do you guys feel about Tyreek Hill being a debate as a number one wide receiver? Do you think that was ridiculous the entire time?
No, I think ever since they started saying DK Metcalf, ever since everybody started loving him and loving him up, he's fast, he's a beast, and he this and he that. Tyreek Games has been rising every week, ever since that chatter started. You know what I'm saying? And whatever, bro. Antoine, he's silly, man. He's a Sooner fan. But
Yeah.
Tyreek, man, Tyreek got to be top 3 in the league, man. Right now, he has to be, and he might not be 3. It's him and Hopkins is killing the league right now, in my opinion. DK Metcalf is a beast, though. I'll give him that.
3 for now, just be on the safe side, man. Because I think Devontae Adams and Hop, they've been the most consistent this year. So I think I'm gonna put them above Tyreek, but that's it though, really.
So who in your 5? So you would say Hop,
Yeah.
Adams.
Yeah.
This is in no order.
Yep.
Hop, Adams,
Yep.
Metcalf, Tyreek, and who else? Who's in your 5? Julio?
Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin for the Washington football team, just based on how he's been producing with Alex Smith.
And he under the radar, bro. I wouldn't put him in my 5. I put him in my 10 because he has been low key like, Diggs, Stephon Diggs.
Diggs. Forgot about Stephon, man.
Yeah, that's my top 5 right there. Hop, Reed, Metcalf, Adams, and Diggs. That's a nice 5 right there.
Yeah, for 2020, yeah, I probably roll with that 5 too.
But Rick number 1 this year so far.
Man, Rick about to break.
Yeah.
How close is he to Dwayne Bowe's record? Dwayne Bowe's record is 15. He at 13 right now.
Yeah,
he just too explosive, man. How he playing right now? We need to be talking about, is he the best deep threat ever with Randy Moss?
And it's been like,
it's that serious, man.
It's been like a slow burn. Like he don't just come out like every week, but you just look up at the end of the game, he got 10 receptions, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It's just been a quiet domination by Tyreek all year, man, and that's crazy because Travis Kelce is having the same type of season right next to him. So it's like, bro, like, what's going on? It was, and Sammy was on pace to have a hell of a year too, like before he got hurt. So it's been a good year for the weapons in Kansas City, man.
Absolutely, man. And Tyreek, to me, he's the most feared wide receiver in the league. Facts,
Gotta be.
Because he got the speed, he's got the route running, he's got the quick feet, and he's got the agility.
He plays the ball in the air almost better than everybody in the league too.
Yeah, he might be the best ball catcher in the whole league.
He's complete. Everything. He has these last couple years, but this year, yeah.
I agree with you, Antoine. Because he did with Alex Smith too.
He improved on he improves on his route running. Every year he gets better at route running. And he's definitely top 5 in route running in his career. He already got the speed. He's tough. He don't have like an ounce of fat on him. He's strong. He's durable. He's rarely hurt. You know what I'm saying? He got the heart of a soldier, bro. To go through what he went through off the field and still come and not let it affect his job one bit. You know, he just gets better and better. Like he been through the most. If anybody been through something off the field, Tyreek should be the first one in line to tell his story. You know what I'm saying? His real story. I mean, and he still perform every week, bro. You gotta respect that. And just to see him go in motion is scary. Because your whole defense okay, where's he going? And he run 50 miles every game. Like, it's crazy, man.
It really is crazy, man. What was I about to say? I was about to say that Tyreek, he kind of reminds me of Steve Smith a bit, as far as like going up and getting the ball.
That's a good comparison right there.
Yeah, they're not tall. they small height wise, and they go get that ball. Yeah, that is.
And Steve Smith was a dog. You heard me?
Yeah.
A dog. So yeah, that's a hell of a comparison. I like that. It seemed like we beating around the bush because we know we're gonna beat Denver this week.
No
Get to it,
upset.
man. Let's get to
No
the
upset.
No upset
game, man.
alert. No.
So yeah, no upset alert, man. I think Chiefs they gonna handle the business like how they did a few years ago when we played Denver on Sunday night at home. It kind of has that feel, man. But I will give Vic Fangio this, man. Vic Fangio, he knows how to disguise his defenses against quarterbacks, like especially against the top quarterbacks. Like he really makes the quarterbacks work for their yards and touchdowns and everything. Like you really have to just move the chains against Vic Fangio's defense. But at a certain point, if the defense is out there long enough, they'll get tired, and then that scheme kind of goes out the window. But I feel like, but here's what I'm gonna say about Big Fangio, man. Fangio, he's up there in age, man. Like, I mean, salute to him for getting his first ever head coaching job in the National Football League. But some guys, they're just better as assistant coaches, and I feel
Damn,
like Big Fangio is
you ready
is
to
an assistant
fire him
coach.
already? You ready to fire him? Let him go?
I just feel like it's not going to work out in Denver for Big Fangio, in my opinion. I'm not saying
It
it's
ain't,
all his fault.
I was about
I'm
to
not
say,
saying it's
it
all
ain't
his
man,
his
fault.
fault. He got to get a quarterback.
it's
You
the
got to
timing,
have a
man.
quarterback, bro.
Drew Lock right
It's,
now looking like he's not the answer.
he looking like he not the answer.
I've been said Drew Lock wasn't the answer. I kept telling people I watched this dude enough in Mizzou to know that he's not the answer. He was folding in them big games, man. Every time Mizzou played in a big game, that dude was folded until he finally got a dub against Florida his senior year. But other than that, when you watched him play in the big game, he was not showing up.
And you know what? Him in that situation they had last week, that shows that he's not ready for it,
Yeah,
bro.
that might
You
just be
can't
that
let
thing that hung him.
the
That's all.
whole quarterback room got COVID, bro, because y'all lackluster and y'all. Come on, bro. You can't do if you're not paying attention to those details. How you gonna win games? You know what I'm saying? So if, bruh, you can't have that. Pat would never. Matt Moore and Chad Henne would never walk in there without masks, bro. It's too important. We got too much riding on this, bro. And you can't let your mind slip like that, bro. So no, he's not ready, bro. He might come back next year and bounce back, but it ain't looking at they need a quarterback. In my opinion, they need a quarterback.
I can't see it, bro, because I said when after I watched Drew Lock play at Missouri, I said, man, this dude is another Blaine Gabbert, man. He's Blaine Gabbert 2.0. And it's looking like it, man. I just don't see the growth in Drew Lock. I don't see him lasting in the league much longer, at least as a starting quarterback.
I give him the benefit of the doubt. He was injured this year too,
Yeah,
so
he was injured. He was
you got
injured.
to give him one more year. But
I
this
think
not a
they
year
had
he's so
another they got a new OC too, right?
Yeah, and also I just remember that Cortland Sutton, he got hurt. I
that's
think he got
another
hurt
yeah.
during the training camp,
Yep.
so
Yeah,
they
so
didn't even have him.
you gotta give him another you gotta give him another year, man.
Yeah.
With
With a
his
better
weapons, with
offensive
his
line
full
too.
complement. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
don't
saying? You
mind.
gotta
I
give him
don't
his
mind that.
full.
I don't mind that at all. You know what I'm saying? He definitely deserves one more year, but I just know what's going to happen with Drew Lock, man. I mean, hopefully everybody will be healthy this time next season for Denver, and we'll see what happens. But I just don't see it.
Well, I won't fire Vic, but I say it's seat hot. I say it's
You
seat
blame
hot.
that.
Yeah,
Antoine says, would you blame that on coaching or the player themselves?
I wouldn't fire him yet. They still competing.
Um,
Nah, not yet.
it's a bit of both, man. It's coaching and the players got to take personal responsibility, bro. You know what time we living in is rough, it's messed up, but you know the consequences and you know what times we living in. You got to protect yourself. You got to be smart at all times, bro. It's like boxing. You take your eyes off your opponent for 1 second and see where you be looking at. See how fast them lights be looking at you. You feel me?
And speaking of that, man, I'm glad Antoine mentioned that because I mean, did you guys see the tweet from Tyron Matthew earlier in the week in regards to like coaching and players and stuff? He was saying that like sometimes coaching can be like a detriment to the player at times. Sometimes coaching would prevent the player from producing at a high level to where the player is capable of producing at that high level. I couldn't remember exactly what the tweet was because he deleted it, but he mentioned that or whatever. And of course, the Chiefs Kingdom was pretty mad about that. And it was like, dude, what you doing, man? Why would you tweet this at a time where we 10-1 or whatever? But it could have been in regards to like maybe something that's going on at LSU. I don't know. But what did you guys think about that?
I don't know. I had to see exactly what he said, like to get the context, but I don't know where he was going with that one.
Yeah, I didn't see it, and we sure he was talking about the Chiefs. I really don't know.
Like
Right,
I was saying, that's my thing. Was he talking about the Chiefs or was he talking about LSU?
tweet. He tweets through during games. He live tweets games a lot, like college football, Arizona games. He tweets a lot. So I would have to really see the context, not to like be biased or anything, but really I didn't really see that tweet, so I can't really comment on that one.
It was a little question mark there. I mean, I was like, bro, I was like, what is like, what are you doing? But you know, we don't know the full context, so
Yeah, he a
Okay,
little rough.
here's one thing we can talk about. And Carrington started it. Well, I mean not purposely.
okay.
Fans, please stop trying to just rile Chiefs players up, bro, just so you can get
Yeah, that
some
trolling stuff.
followers and some retweets and likes and all that. That is corny, bro, for real. It really is, man. Like I see it and I know people are just now because Carrington got that response from Chris Jones, which Chris Jones
That
probably
shit
shouldn't even
was
said
funny.
nothing. It was funny. It
That
was
shit was
funny.
hella
You know what I'm
funny.
saying? And Carrington doing what he supposed to do. He
Yeah.
promoting his stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that. But when you see other people doing it that never tweeted at a Chiefs player before, now they just adding them and stuff. Man, that's corny, bro. You can't stop that, bro. Stop doing that, man. And
I,
then complaining when you get the response that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's my thing though. Like from the tweets I've been seeing, it looked like the fans aren't even adding the players, man. I feel like
now
I
that's
feel like
come on,
I feel
man.
like the Chiefs players are searching for their name more often than before this season, and just want to get their response off or whatever.
that could be
Don't do
true
that,
too.
man.
But it's still it's corny, bro. It really is, bro. If I'm gonna say something about a player, I'll add him. I usually don't talk bad on players on Twitter though. So
So if
that's
somebody make a bad play and you watching it, you can't tweet nothing about it.
no, I mean I do during the game. But I'm not I'm not searching. I'm saying my purpose is different. I'm not looking for a moment off of this tweet to say such and such got burnt or such and such keep holding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that to say that, bro. Like I think people was just searching for the fame out of it instead of just tweeting just to be tweeting. You feel me? Look, you got that look on his face.
I
I
think
don't
it's a
know.
little of both. If they searching their tweets, I mean, come on, man. You searching your name, that's and
That's a little
blocking people
corny
for
too.
that. Yeah, that's. I mean, come on. It ain't that deep, man. But if they adding you, now that's whack. Block them out.
Yeah.
If they adding you like you suck, you doing like, come on. Now that's
See, I feel like this. If you adding a player to tell them how bad they are, the game flips so much that they can be having a bad game and then come up and make like Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan can be having a bad game and then come up and make the play of the game at the same time. So now you gotta what do you do with all those tweets when he was having a
you
bad
just
game?
you just call it even throughout the whole game. If they play good, you say that. If they playing bad, you say that. You just call it even.
You
Call
need
it
to
like
come
it
up with
is,
some
bro. I just
you
call it
gotta
like it
come up
is.
with some etiquette for the live because bro, Twitter during the game is so it's bro, it's an experience for real. It's not hot. It's either hot or it's cold. There's no in between. You either mad or you happy. It's just no in between.
That, but man, I just call it like how it is, man. But I don't add players, man. I don't be adding
Yeah, just
players,
don't add them.
Yeah,
just
don't. All right. Well, that was my little rant.
good, bro. I'm glad you got that off, man. So I think I think how this game's gonna play out is this. I think after what we seen from Tyreek last week, I think Fangio is gonna focus on Tyreek a little more this week, just to make sure he doesn't have another explosive game. And I think it'll go back to Travis Kelce a bit this week, in my opinion, because Travis been known to kill Denver in the past anyway. So
Always.
yeah, so I feel like it's gonna be a Travis game, and then I think Sammy may get a little more acclimated this game too.
I Hey, last time we played them, the defense and special teams they all showed out. And
Yep.
the
Yeah,
offense really didn't have to do that much. So I don't know, man. I think it ain't gonna be competitive. It might be
Mm.
competitive early and then we'll just pull away and put it on cruise control, bro. Like it ain't gotta be it shouldn't be no hard fought, man. Victory at all.
yeah, that's how I feel about it, man. Because what I would like to see the Chiefs do better is run the ball better. Because when we played them the first time, we didn't do a good job running the ball, and then we also wasn't converting third downs. I don't think we converted a third down at all.
It's like
I
0
mean,
for 8 on third.
yeah, we was
Yeah,
0 for 9. We was 0 for 9. I mean,
damn.
so I would like that to improve this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What you
think
think, Buck?
we definitely got to run the ball. Denver, one of the worst run teams. We got to run it. Like you said, Fangio is gonna do some stuff. We might as well run it, take our time. McCole had a big game last game. I think we'll go run the ball good. We'll get maybe Bell. I keep saying Bell because I keep thinking he gonna have a breakout game. Hilaire been a little sick this week. I think we can run it on him. I think we'll win. If we score early, it'll be hot 20s, but if they can keep it close, I give us like 31-20. Score might look a little close, but we in control all game.
Yeah.
Denver
And
get
Drew
like a
Lock
garbage
gonna get us
touchdown
up.
at the end.
Yeah, he not good against the pass rush too. We should be cool, man. Frank Clark get back going this week, man. We need that.
Yeah, this might be
I
a
want to talk
Frank
about
Clark,
him.
Chris Jones get back game.
Yeah, I want to talk about Frank Clark real quick, man. Okay, so Frank Clark during this press conference this week, he was saying that man, he don't care about getting the sacks on the stat sheet or whatever, man, as long as we win or whatever. I mean, what do you guys think about that comment from Frank?
I mean, it's right, but you probably wouldn't want your player that makes $100 million to say that. But it's right though. Who cares? At the end of the game, as long as we win, we can sort that other stuff out later. The W is the most important thing in the game. So if he had Derek Thomas had 7 sacks in the game, right? You know what happened? We lost.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a hell of a game, but it's a historic game, but we still lost at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't want him to say that publicly, but I I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
That's my
If
feel about
you,
it because I feel like you should have kind of kept that comments to himself. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, stats isn't everything. I agree with that. But I mean, Frank at the same time, like his pressure rate is kind of dropped a little bit. I mean, I would love to see his pressure rate go back up again. But I'm one of the few Chiefs fans that's not really concerned about Frank Clark. I think Frank Clark, at the end of the day, as we get through this stretch run, he'll get back to his form and he'll probably kill in the playoffs again, in my opinion. So right now, I mean, Frank Clark, he already tweeted said he likes this back half of the schedule. He's going to get going eventually. So I'm not really concerned about Frank Clark because if you remember last year when we played Denver, like when Patrick Mahomes got hurt in the Thursday night game, Frank Clark and the boys, they turned up but not just stepped it up big time. So it could be Denver again, which Frank Clark comes out alive and starts getting on a roll as far as production.
hey man, the whole fan base hated Frank Clark for what? The first 10 games last year.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it. I think Frank gonna bounce back. I think this is Frank time right now. I want Chris Jones to step it up a little bit. I want Passanio to step it up a little bit. The whole D line got to step it up a little bit. They came to play last week. They should come to play this week against Denver, man. And because I mean, really, we all looking forward to the Saints game. That's the next game to look forward to. Maybe the Falcons a little bit, but
Oh, the Falcons. What?
I was stretching it. Only games I'm looking forward to is the Saints game and the Falcons game. I mean, the Miami game.
That
I
that's
like
a
that.
that's Miami. That's a game where we might run into some trouble. I'm not sure. They might play out their minds, but that's down the road or whatever. But
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this week, for sure, this is a great opportunity for the Chiefs D line to just eat because Denver's offensive line hasn't really been good all year long. And in this matchup, you would think the Chiefs could actually show out, especially since we're back home and everything. And it's gonna be
yeah.
prime time. So I mean that's gonna turn the level up a notch.
It's our last home game for a while too, right?
Stretch.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got Atlanta at home too, but yeah, we're gonna be on the road quite a bit, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should expect to show out. Red on Reds, man.
Yeah, I think after this game we'll have Atlanta at home and then the Chargers at home for week 17. Yeah, I think that's it for the home schedule.
Hopefully we don't even have to play that game. Not the starters or whatever. But
But
Yeah.
Pittsburgh got to fall off a little bit.
Pittsburgh got to lose twice, right?
well, if they lose to Buffalo, we got the tiebreaker, so that will automatically put us. So we just they gotta lose to the right person, I guess.
We're good.
Oh, we
Buffalo.
didn't even talk about that. We can clinch our playoff spot with a win, right?
Yeah, with a win, and then on top of
If
that,
the
I
if
mean
the
the
Raiders
Raiders
lose,
got
we can
Raiders could
clinch the
lose.
division.
Yeah,
The division been done, man. It's over.
it's just week 1 basically.
It's over. I'm not worried about Raiders winning the division. It's
Right,
number 6,
right.
right? Is this 5 or 6?
It'd be 6.
6. Okay.
It'd be 6, right? Yeah.
6. Yeah.
Ever
Yeah,
since
yeah,
Peyton left.
yeah. I think
Yep.
it's
Look,
six
ever
six in
since
a row.
Peyton left, we've been winning the division. So,
Cake.
hey, man, I'm predicting a double-digit win, man. At least 10 points. 35-17, something like that.
Damn. All right.
And I think the offense is going to get off. I think the defense is going to score 1, 2. Or 2, you know?
He threw a
So,
pick 6 last time.
yep. I think Denver is on the verge of kind of packing it up a little bit. So we can just go ahead and push them off the edge and go ahead and finish it off for them.
Preach on that. So, what's your prediction, Bug?
I got 31-20. I think Chiefs will win it 31-20.
Okay,
Be kind of high scoring.
a little further than both of y'all. I think it'll at least be somewhere between like 17 and 21 point victory, in my opinion.
Damn.
Dang.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs really dominate this game. In my opinion, they dominate them again. Like Denver, early on, maybe the first half they'll play a little tough, but after that, Chiefs gonna put in cruise control and
Yeah,
get them out of here. So we'll be 11-1.
I'm down with it. So,
You
hey,
guys,
that's
you
enough.
guys, my bad. Go ahead, country. My bad.
No, go ahead, bro.
Saying, do you guys have anything else you want to cover as far as the game or just the Chiefs in general?
And hey, prime time, no injuries, come out with a victory, and let's get on to whoever we play next. I don't even know the schedule. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
we gotta do our offensive and defensive MVPs like we've been doing. So why don't you start it out, country? Your offensive and defensive MVP for this game.
I'm gonna ride
And sleeper.
Le'Veon. Look, I'm gonna ride Le'Veon Bell until he have a game. Pause. I'm going with Le'Veon Bell. My sleeper pick is Sammy Watkins. For the defense, since he was on the show, I'm going with Bashaud Breeland.
It's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick.
Breeland and Badger, man. I think you know what? Let's go Frank Clark. I think Frank Clark gonna have a game.
It's on you.
Yeah, I got offense. I'm gonna go with, since he took Bell, I'm gonna go with Hilaire. We're gonna run the ball on them. They're not good against the run. So I'm gonna take the running game. Defense, I'm gonna go with Frank Clark. I think he was just. I think that was all cliche, man. We know what he do. He'll come out. He'll get us something against that O line. Drew Lock ain't good against the pass rush. He go get it.
I ain't mad about it. Chuck, you talking? Okay, we couldn't hear you at first. Go ahead.
Bug.
What he say? I couldn't hear.
Yeah, you kind of cut out a little bit. All right, we'll get your thing in the post game. Oh no, we
Okay, what
having some
about now?
technical.
There we
Oh, go
go.
ahead, go ahead.
Okay, who's your sleeper?
He talking to you, bud.
Sleeper for this week. Sleeper, I'm gonna go with Hitchens because Denver go try to run and play action too. So let's see what Hitch got this week.
Like it. All right, well, time for me to conclude this part of the show. All right, so offense MVP, I already said Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is going to have a monster game. Denver ain't be able to stop him. He's going to continue to produce. Best tight in the game. We know all that. Defense, you guys say Frank Clark. You know, I'm agree with that, but I'm going to say Chris Jones because, I mean, I think the entire defensive line going to ball out. So I'm going to go Chris Jones. It'll just be a little different. And as far as like a sleeper, ooh, man, y'all guys did some good ones, man. Like Sammy Watkins, I like that one. Hitchens, I like that one for sure. Man, if I'd say a sleeper, Pass it Young.
Okay.
Let's do that. I'm gonna go Pass Young.
Okay,
Pass Young gonna reduce too. So
all
and
right.
D line about to eat. D line about to eat on Sunday night.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You guys want to cover anything else?
Nah, that's pretty much it, man. Like and subscribe. Shout out to my boy Antoine for coming in. Shout out to our special guest, Bashaud Breeland, man. Wishing the best. He's been having a hell of a season. We appreciate him coming on. We'll see y'all guys Sunday night.
Man, looking forward to a great performance from the Chiefs. You know, I mean, it was a great episode with you guys. And like I said, man, like as you guys see here, we got the official logo on our screen now. If you're watching it now, so we upgraded a little bit. So we're about to be looking more presentable moving forward with the podcast.
Yes, sir.
So
Boog, who you got on the fight tonight?
If Earl Spence the same Spence, I got Earl. If not, Danny in the slugfest. We'll see.
Okay.
majority
I want to see
decision.
what Spence look like, man. Ain't nobody giving Danny Garcia no respect, so
Oh no,
we'll see if he come.
he gang, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't believe that. Don't believe that.
For sure. All right, man. We'll see y'all after the game on Sunday. Kingdom Kast, we out.
Appreciate y'all, man. All right, man.
Chiefs.
Peace.